Howdy folks. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to give yourself some working numbers for assistance exercises. Obviously, you could go a little intense and actually test the max on each of your assistance exercises. Now, this is going to be probably a little bit more dangerous than it's worth on things like the good morning, the Romanian deadlift, the lunge or split squat. So instead, we can try to base our max in those movements off of another compound movement that we've got a pretty good idea, and we can safely also test that maximum. So if we look over on the left, you're going to see a couple typical exercises and how if we've got performance in the max of something like a back squat, well, we then can estimate what we think their front squat max would be, their overhead squat max would be, their lunge, etc. And from there, we're going to be able to give them some working numbers. Now, this might under or overestimate those maxes, and that's where you as a practitioner are going to have to watch and see if they're perhaps biting off more than they can chew or they're blowing through the reps with relative ease. But it gives you a good working idea of where would you really start those numbers at. So, for example, let's say that we figure our athlete can squat 400 pounds. Well, we figure then they're going to be able to front squat at about 300 pounds. So we want to do 75% of that. So we put 225 on the bar. That's supposed to be for a set of 5. That shouldn't be too hard. And that's going to give us a good place to start. And then like anything else, that 225 looks like gravity was extra powerful that day. We're going to bring down that training max in that exercise. If it looks too easy, we're going to bump them up accordingly. But you've got an idea of where to start, and then we don't have to have a testing week where we're maxing them out on 30 different exercises. Because A, you're going to have fatigue from each of those maxes going into the next one, which is going to decrease your performance. And like anything else, it's just going to become a daunting task, and you're going to lose more time that should be spent actually training the movements, just testing the movements. So, this is just an example. As a practitioner, you should develop your own, but take some time, try it out, and see what you see as far as if you can do X amount of weight in the bench press, how does that relate to your incline? How does that relate to your close grip bench max? And then from there, try that programming out with your athletes, and like anything else, every time you try it, try to learn something and try to get a little bit better. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.